This is the entity that was monitoring my genitalia, flying right over the apartment. They were monitoring my genitalia while the demon in 55 moved her amplified audible activity over the shower room. While the public information of my being in the shower room, they're walking in engineer light. Remember, you see two bodies, but they've got four shadows. They're monitoring in engineer light with the police, with the demon that's in 55 above, while the demons are inside of their apartments in relevant position, while they're monitoring in violation of Title 18, everything that I'm typing on my phone, including the fact that unemployment is a means of financing and providing for the public corruption of gang stalking in the state of California, where those that do not have a job sit under the fake sun that's rising and setting at the same address, creating what is a demonic means of audible activity in engineer light, their mental instability, their sexual violence, and the impunity with which they do it while they are able to sit at home while the government relies on their criminal engagement in that sexual violence. As I type that out, the demons that were monitoring my genitalia in the shower, monitoring what I type about it, fly right over me at the moment that I open the door. Understand there's no coincidence there. This is the demon again, 5WUB715. She's going to a mental asylum, and so is this one. This is the entity that's conspiring to murder and profit off of your murder while practicing psychological torture in sexually motivated ways, sexually perverted methods that are intended to torture someone while they conspire to murder, kidnap, and also profit off of it. That's the Ontario Police Department. That's what Mike Lorenz, that's what Paul Leon is engaged in, and they do so with impunity. The sexual violence that the government is practicing through the demons who are the people of the state, practicing sexual violence as an entity, is exactly why they're going to asylums and they're going to prison. This is ongoing impunity because this is audible activity in engineer light. This is where the entity is rising and setting the sun. This is where an entity is relying on a demon-possessed population to maintain surveillance in a shower, which you need to know only sex offenders engage in that. And only psychopaths engage in stalking someone in a shower and using helicopters to do so while they witness you documenting it. That is to report, that is to prosecute, that is to enforce your rights against that state. This is going to the federal government, people. Okay, Paul Leon, this is an exposed sex offender. This is an exposed psychopath, not different from the condition of those that are gang stalking at the venue, where the fake sun is rising and setting. Look at the evidence. Everything that I'm stating is established by evidence. These are indeed demons obsessed with genitalia that they're monitoring, doing so in a shower, and then hostile, threatening your life, threatening your safety and well-being because you document. That's the impermissible threat. This is exactly why the Ontario Police is being disbanded. This is exactly why Paul Leon and the rest of the demons that are sitting on a corrupt board are going to be removed, impeached, unseated. Their sexual proclivities are hereby being exposed while they finance terrorism and sexual violence as an entity, while unemployed senior citizens sit at home all day gang stalking somebody else in an entirely circus environment of fake sun rising and setting. And the engineer light that you see inside of this apartment, as I've already done. And those whose name you know are participating in that sexual violence, and they do so with impunity. There are federal consequences for everything that I continue to document. It's currently 6:34 p.m. You're going to tether this to the documentation that I'm typing in real time in the PDF document that I continuously upload on a daily basis, WSA-the people, because this entire property is being prosecuted, and the demons in units 33 through 64 are all going to federal prison. The demons in units 51 and 55 are going to mental asylums. The demons who are the Ontario Police Department, they're going to produce literally their names to the federal government because they too are going to prison and mental asylums, and the Ontario Police is no more. They're going to be disbanded. They are gang members who are violent sex offenders who are currently wearing badges and bearing weapons while they engage in gang activity, not law enforcement. And they do so and encourage it and facilitate it. Facilitation, a separate federal offense that the city of Ontario is going to be prosecuted for while they use helicopters to do so. It is currently 6:35 p.m. This is documentation of what is bathroom monitoring, the perpetual sex offense. This is the same entity that's engaging in human trafficking. This is the same entity that's monitoring as an entity in the private space. Those demons that were walking, not coincidentally, in the path in engineered light while the demons are flying over, not coincidentally in the path while the demons are stalking. This one right here above, monitoring everything that I type on the phone, engaging in more of that which I'm typing as I type it in real time, arriving to be in the apartment to maintain the elements of monitoring, pacing all around. These are the cockroaches who are demon possessed, who are inclined to sexual violence, pedophilia, sex trafficking of minor children, rape, all manner of that which is not consented to while they are targeting American citizens. This is giving voice to it, and it is literally the shutdown of the city of Ontario. It's currently 6:36 p.m. Again, the demon, this is the Caucasian, the bleach blonde, who does not have a job and who is being paid to sit at home, gang stalking an American citizen. And this sex offender, this psychopath, is going to a mental asylum, but she is illustrative of what is the condition and the criminal system of a population. All immigrants all gang stalking immigrants are going to be deported, as the population in Ontario, California is thoroughly prosecuted. Those are gang stalking immigrants who are violent sex offenders who share in the impunity that the entity exhibits while gang stalking by the population, gang stalking by the city of Ontario using helicopters. All gang stalking immigrants are out of this country. It's currently, again, 6:37 p.m. This is P.O.C. at Woodside Senior Apartments.